here's a very good one. Game is a constant journey. What is something you have learned recently, even at your level?
Hmm.
Running
Uh,
Instagram,
yeah, Mike, you can go.
running Instagram ads. I mean, that's maybe we shouldn't talk
For
about that.
for dating
Select few
purposes?
people, yeah, for dating, kind of interesting. But dating is just very nuanced. You're always learning, you're always growing. Every time you try, there are certain things about dating that's universal, but there's also certain things that's very like geography specific, right? Like gaming in Latin America versus Korea versus China, whatever. It's so every time I go to a new country, like my game is constantly getting better. I do think that as you get better and better, it's kind of diminishing returns, right? It's like year 14 into going out, I'm not gonna have like my mind blown. So I'm getting more and more like smaller refinements and increments, right? And yeah, it's just hanging out with solid people, traveling the world. Um, I don't think I have anything. Yeah, I don't think I really have anything specific. Uh, it's just really interesting seeing how guys with a fuck ton of money are meeting girls. It's just the dating scene right now. There's so much disparity between the haves and have-nots. It's just kind of unfair, dude. I'm getting invited to this guy. He's a crypto founder, but we might go on this $100 million yacht. But yeah, it's kind of unfair almost. Like some guys are, and that's the thing with dating, right? Like you can't be average at this. If you decide to embark on this journey to become that top 1% man, you got to go all out. You got to work on all facets of your life because right now it is because of Instagram, social media, it is kind of like that winner takes all aspect. And yeah, it's a competition. You're competing with other guys out there.
Hmm. To be top 1%, you got to do top 1% things.
Yeah. Go to the gym
But the thing,
every other day. Surround yourself with like-minded people. Work on your career, finances, invest. Do stand up. I've done every classes there is to take. I've done
Stand-up
stand up,
comedy, you were gonna say?
stand up,
Yeah, I did that too.
improv comedy, acting class, photography class, video editing. Every single Tony Robbins seminar I've been to. I've been to Peru. I've been in the Amazon jungle in Iquitos. I've done ayahuasca. I've done uh other like self-awareness classes like Atlas Project, literally everything out there. I've done, yeah, I've even been to India. So you just got to keep learning, right? And I think a lot of guys think that, oh, if I take one boot camp, am I done, Mike? And I'm just like, yeah, it's a good start. It's a great, catalyst, but you got to constantly be learning. You got to constantly be evolving. This is a non-ending process. I'm different now than I was 5 years ago versus 10 years ago. So, and dating is constantly changing, right? Back in the day, people thought it was stupid to get a girl's Instagram. The background mystery method or whatever. It's like 2011, 2012. They thought it was low value, but now it's like I kind of get Instagram more than numbers just because my Instagram is so decked out that and I'd rather work. For me, like I prioritize work over dating, and just my Instagram is just a passive engine that's just helping me with options. So now it's like Instagram is more important than numbers in many cases. So,
Yeah,
but yeah,
because you
just
you can
constant.
broadcast to everyone who follows you, everyone who's watching you, effortlessly instead of sending one particular message to everyone individually. You just post something on your story, everyone can see it for 24 hours and so on. And it's
yeah,
everything's public. If you're only taking phone numbers, the only thing it contributes to is how long your contacts list is, and you're the only person who sees that interface. But on Instagram, it's a public page. Well, you can have a private one too, but people can see uh through some kind of lens what your life is like, and it's such a huge tool that does the work for you. Yeah, Deepak.
yeah. So, okay. So, what are the cons? Something you have learned recently? I mean, like I will say, as a like learn of the game, passion about the game. So know your strength, know your weakness, and that is very important. Like, what are your strengths? What are your weakness? Like, I know exactly what are my strength and what are my weakness, and ability to screen girl before I even approach them, screen girls without, and I get the sense that if I able to get successful with that girl or not that girl, that reading that kind of things um, before even approaching the girl. That is something I have learned. That kind of the mindset is really, that is something have really changed. Even the last 3 years, I had a terrible sickness in 2021. I mean, you cannot say like it is about dating, but I really like life-threatening situation happened. And I'm still like doing really good. I have some permanent health situation happened, and the mindset is really has changed. My mind is really like a do or die kind of mindset now, and I don't really fear like death at this point of time. Like this is something just happened like from last 2 years, something like that. Something I have not because of the dating experience, because of my personal experience in my health and other things. So that is something that is contributed to that. So I am more like I became like more hardcore version of myself compared to if you know me from the old days. Definitely that has changed. With the age, I have more, what we say, maturity, more maturity, and dealing with conflicts with more maturity. And I also look for, like one thing I look for, if somebody is getting successful, then what they are doing, why they are successful. If a group is successful, in like overall group is more successful, then what exactly they are doing, why they are successful, something, so that what we can learn from these people. If I see some guy who is, for example, not really good looking guy, and and they are doing like some natural guy, and they are doing better than me, then I see them, okay, like what exactly they are doing, how we can like they are not using the money and all the other stuff, but what exactly the behavioral things what they are doing, that I can learn, and I can also improve uh, my game. So this is something I have. I'm very humble to like when I see, I like sometimes people say that, oh, I'm very, sometimes I come as a very arrogant, but I'm very humble. If I see someone from whom I can learn, I'm always open to learn new things. So this is something I will say, like on the personal level, I have learned, and like on the like what we say, constant journey, you can say, I'm still improving. One thing I also like, the when it comes to looks maxing, like physical fitness, so exactly how much I have to, how much percentage of body fat, I know exactly what time period, what kind of cloth exactly know. I'm very efficient, so that when I go out, even I go out like 2 times in a year, I can get results in these 2 days. So I'm so much efficient in my results now.
Already nice.